Hello, beautiful friends and followers. This is Amanda, and welcome to Silver Arrow Tarot. Today, I'm doing a pick a card on a topic that came to me really randomly last night while I was falling asleep, and I really felt like it was a divinely guided inspiration. So I'm kind of excited to dig into it with you. It's how to deepen my connection in my relationships. So how to deepen your connections with the people in your life that you love. Going to keep it open, not specifically romantic or anything, but just how you can better be more intimate and connected and loving with your family, friends, partners, and just people in general, people in your world in general. So that is the topic for today. I realize I really need to kind of like also just state quickly a few things, like just as gentle reminders. These readings are general, and so please take what resonates and leave the rest. As well, I'd like to just quickly mention that I do have personal readings available. If you check out my Etsy shop, I have my artwork and I have personal video readings available for purchase. So if you like my readings, if you like my reading style, please consider looking at a personal reading. And yeah, that's where I think that's all I wanted to say for today. I'm going to be using this Archangel Raphael spray, which I got off of Etsy, and I'll leave a link below. Not sponsored, but I really love this, the smell of it, and it's all natural, so it doesn't bother. I don't know if any other of you out there that are sensitive to chemicals. I really am. So this is, the scent of it is all natural essential oils. And it's got crystals. And we are using the secret language of light today. And we're using the White Light Oracle, as well as my Dragon Oracle cards. That interestingly, the dragon energy is really, really strong with this particular topic. So if any of you don't know, I absolutely love dragons. I'm kind of obsessed with them. So if you haven't worked with a dragon guide or dragon energy before, I highly encourage you to try connecting with your personal dragon. We all have a personal dragon guide as well as an angel guide. So I was able to connect with mine pretty profoundly. I have a silver dragon as my guide. So that's kind of housekeeping. So I'm going to go ahead and pull indicator cards for each pile, and I will be right back. Bye. Hi guys, so we have our 3 piles here for you to take a look at. Of course, we have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And I'm going to light a little Palo Santo. I encourage you to take a few deep breaths and center in before you choose your pile. We're calling on our highest guides of love and light to bring forth the messages for the highest good, highest and greatest good of all who come across this video. All right, guys, I will see you in your pile. All right, bye. All right, hello, beautiful pile 1. Welcome to your reading. We are diving into how you can connect more deeply with within your relationships. So we're going to take a look at your White Light Oracle cards, and then look at the Dragon Oracles, and then we'll pull a few more cards from the secret language of light towards the end. All right, so let's get into it. The first card you have is Solve Polluti, I guess. I'm not sure if that's how you say it. I'm doing my best with that one. 741 hertz. Now we have Karma of Kotila. All right. Beautiful card. And Magnetism of Eros. This card likes to come out a lot in my readings. It's funny. And let's look at your dragons. You have Alpha Dragon. Harness the divine masculine power of creation. Destroy the old, visualize your dream. Help to manifest a new world. We have Gold and Silver Violet Flame Dragon. Transmutes the old around you with wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Offer service under grace. And interestingly, in the background here, we have the symbol of alchemy. And finally, we have the Rose Pink Dragon. Prepares your heart to connect with the higher facets of the cosmic heart. Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with the love of the universe. Interesting. Okay, so the first thing that's coming through with this card is that there needs to be some focus towards creating some healing around the heart space. The book talks about this being a card about cleaning out toxins, cleaning out negative influences, and it goes into detail about, you know, negative influences ranging from, you know, environmental toxins to EMF to, you know, whatever, you know, toxins in our food, air, water supply. And I think you could also extend this to negative, toxic energies that you've picked up from others, or, you know, relationships from the past. So it might be time to think about, because we have old actually mentioned here twice. So I feel there's a definite strong message for this pile to work on clearing old connections, like cords. You can call upon dragons, you can call upon angels, you can call upon any guides that you trust, that you work with. You can look into potential meditations online for dissolving and clearing cords. I personally feel that it's totally fine. If you're asking Archangel Michael to clear and dissolve the cords, you know, his sword is not like sever. I don't believe his cord, you know, he has the sword, you know, very closely associated with him. And a lot of people ask, you know, Archangel Michael to come in and cut the cords of past relationships or whatnot. I personally believe, because he's obviously one of the most highest vibrational beings in existence, that he's doing so with the utmost love. And, you know, us humans have this idea that, like, he's like literally taking a sword and like chopping at the cord, but his sword is actually just a beam of light. So his sword is touching these cords and sending love out and dissolving them with love. So I wouldn't be I want to just send a little message out there about, being being understanding of the idea that, you're not, when you ask for Archangel Michael to come in and help you, don't be worried about him using his sword to help clear your energy field, because I don't believe he's harming the other person in any way. I don't believe angels can do that. It's just not possible for them. So, little tangent, sorry about that, but I think it's important to mention. So, clearing out toxic influences, old patterns, but for particularly what I was really drawn to with this card is like it also talks about clearing a space. So you might want to work on creating a healthier energetic bubble, because when we, I know me personally, I tend to have a very tight, I hold my energy field very close in, because out of, past conditioning and fear. So you want to work on starting to be feeling more safe with expanding that, bubble of your energy outward, to create more safe space. I feel like with this card talking about divine masculine, this makes me think about containment and a safe container space. So working with that masculine energy to create a safe container for you. It's funny that I just finished this, the last video I finished yesterday about boundaries, because the message was coming through loud and clear with the first cards I was looking at, is that we need to have healthy boundaries in order to have a chance of being able to be open with our hearts. So there's a direct link here between this, how to deepen your connection with others, and having healthy boundaries. So you might want to check out my other video on how to have how to level up your boundaries, because these things go hand in hand with each other, deepening your connection with others and having better boundaries. I want to quickly mention as well, just because this card really talks about cleaning your energetic space, having an energetic hygiene routine, just like brushing your teeth, where every night before you go to bed, you're cleansing your space, you're creating a sacred space. Sensitive people like me, I have to clear pretty much every day, so that I can go to sleep. So I wanted to mention orgonite pendants, orgonite, what would you call them? Just like bricks to grid your bed, gridding your space, gridding your room, so that you have a chance to really sleep deeply and soundly, and have a clear energy space, because we can't heal if we're still being invaded by outside influences. It's really important to have help with this cleansing of your energy. I found it incredibly important for my healing path to use, energy healers on a regular basis. I developed, like I said, using orgonite, wearing orgonite pendants, even when I'm sleeping. Bed is gridded with crystals, with orgonite, using sage, cleansing my room. And it seems like these things are sort of band-aids, and it's not getting to the root of the problem. But I really believe strongly that anything you can use to get a leg up is an important step in the right direction, even if it's not necessarily directly working on the root. In these instances, we want to use whatever tools we have in our toolbox to help ourselves get a leg up, and start moving in the right direction. Because as you increase your energy, it's strong. You get stronger, then it's easier to keep it clear. You know, it's a snowball effect in the positive direction. If you're really struggling with lower energies being attached to you, or old energies being attached to you, or you know, pervasive thoughts of old relationships, you know, negative experiences from the past, all these things can combine to just exhaust you, wear you out, give you less motivation to work towards healing. So give yourself a break, be kind, be loving, but invest in some crystals, invest in some, you know, some dragon's blood sage. This is my favorite kind. And, you know, give yourself the benefit of these things that we have at our disposal. All right, so let's move on to Karma of Cthulhu. And we are, this card is talking about committing to your passions, to committing to what truly moves you, and committing and connecting with people who have like-minded passions. So let's look at the, you know, the booklet and just read the very first little bit here. Your sacred soul passion is powerful enough to shift the state of your inner reality and your outer experience. So commit to what truly ignites your heart, and do not be dissuaded by anything or anyone. If you are seeking to make a commitment, do so when it truly connects to your heart. Follow your genuine, meaningful bliss. Know that no matter what appears to be, you shall prevail. So it's talking about commitment, and I think that's an important topic to touch on with deepening your connections, because I feel like it kind of makes sense, right? Like, if you want a deeper connection with someone, you kind of have to commit to connecting with them. It has to be a conscious commitment that you want to deepen and grow your connection. So consciously committing, and really consciously feeling into who ignites a passion within you, who feels inspiring to connect with, and not connecting with people that you don't feel especially drawn to connect with. You know, it's important to be honest with ourselves. Are we connecting to people? Are we trying to connect with people that maybe don't really resonate with us out of fear of lack or some other reason? So connect. So number one, connect with people who make you feel passionate about connecting. Be conscious about your commitments. And also, I feel like there's another meaning here around being maybe connecting with, especially with this being here as well, connecting to people who also have similar passions as you. Makes things a lot easier to be passionate when you're already both passionate about a certain topic or about a certain cause or about a certain common goal, commitment. It's easier to be open up and be vulnerable, and people can get to see the very best of you, and it's easier to deepen a relationship, a connection, a friendship from that space of already being kind of lit up from within about a particular commitment or passion project, or, you know, being connected about through music and art and movies and different hobbies and things that you share. So find people that you share passion with, and connect with those who have similar passions, and connect into that inner child within you that has wonder and excitement and is excited, and has a natural magnetizing effect, and has a natural, our inner children are naturally not afraid of deep intimacy, because that's the natural state. If you ever watch little children at play, they're not afraid of connecting with other children. It's easy for them to connect from a heart space, right? So yeah, let's look at the magnetism card just for a second. It's number 1. Trust in what your heart yearns for, without concern about how it will manifest. Take steps towards that which moves your heart. Reach out for what your soul wants and needs. Allow yourself to be vulnerable, for only then can you be truly held. That which appears out of reach or unavailable to you is closer than you realize. And this talks about that too, like whatever is you're desiring is, don't lose faith. So if things have been difficult in terms of intimacy and connection with people, both of these cards have a message about the fact that it's going to happen for you. You're going to prevail. You're going to overcome any blocks and any challenges. And this card is talking about allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and so you can be truly seen and held. So that's an important message, I feel, about deepening your connections, is being willing to be vulnerable. And that's oftentimes vulnerability is about expressing a need, expressing a want, a need, a boundary, and that can be scary because it can feel like you might be rejected. So being brave enough to express your truth, express what your needs are, can actually lead to a deeper connection and deeper intimacy within your connections and relationships. So let's take a look at your final dragon cards here. Transmute all the wisdom and grace. It's time for transmutation, magic, and healing. Yep, so there's definitely a lot around healing the heart, I feel. Healing old wounds, old trauma, around deepening connections with people. Let's look at what it says. There's a lot of, I did this reading for myself, and a lot of pink dragons came out for me as well. So you have this rose pink dragon here. I got the Kuan Yin dragon for my reading. So these are a little bit hard to see. Sorry guys, this booklet is not organized super intuitively for me, so it might take me a second to just locate which, here we go. Nope, that's the other one. Okay. So many dragons. I found it. Okay, finally. All right, so It says, fifth dimensional gold and silver violet flame dragons are powerful alchemists. When they come to us, they transmute the old and allow magic and wonder to be revealed in its place. That's the second time we've heard wonder. Is this card talked about wonder? The glorious dragons work with Archangel Zadkiel and Saint Germain, the Lord of Civilization, and automatically link us to them when we call them in. Saint Germain was a great magician and dragon master. When we speak his name, a great light touches us. Archangel Zadkiel too illuminates us and the dragons when we call him in. The dragons then surround us in gold, silver, and violet flames of wisdom, grace, and transmutation. The violet flames transmute the old and raise the frequency to a higher level. The silver ones bring in divine feminine grace, and the gold ones saturate us with wisdom. This card suggests it's a time to let go of an aspect of your life that is no longer serving you. Ask the gold and silver violet flame dragons to clear the thought of it totally from your energy field. Sense or feel them etherically burning up the old. Then ask them to replace it with new and joyful possibilities that come to you at a higher frequency. When you connect with these dragons, you have a wonderful opportunity for service work. You can send them under the law of grace to any person or place that needs transformation. Remember that you will also be working with Saint Germain and Archangel Zadkiel, who will illuminate you. So take a few moments now to direct these dragons to heal people, places, and situations in the world. Okay, so definitely if you're having a difficult time letting go of situations from the past, you can call upon the dragons and the angels, like I said, to not only clear you, but send energy healing to people in question or the situation in question as well. Anything you feel intuitively guided, when I say, things from the past and something pops into your head from that, when I mention that, that's probably the thing that needs to be worked on. So we can send love, we can send forgiveness, we can send healing to people that may have hurt us in the past, and that helps to break the karma and release any residual energies so that we can move forward, like I said. So let's look at Pink Rose Dragon. It says, rose is the vibration of pure and beautiful, warm-hearted love, and these 7th dimensional dragons radiate this higher love. Our heart center has 33 facets, which range from the green of conditional love to the pink of pure white, from pink to pure white. When we are ready to open the pure white transcendent petals in the center of our glowing heart, the rose pink dragons help us to connect with our heart, with Venus, the cosmic heart, where we tune into cosmic love and oneness. These beautiful dragons are attracted to us as soon as our heart is ready. We may feel our heart center becoming warm when they are near us. People will then respond to the rose pink that is starting to shine in our energy fields. Receiving this card suggests that your higher heart is ready to connect to the cosmic heart. As the rose pink dragons touch your heart center and sense it awakening and expanding, when the 4 central petals open, they will sparkle with diamond light. They contain the higher facets of the love energy of the universe. Be aware of them lighting up so that all 33 facets of your heart center are active. You may see or sense a shaft of rose pink light flowing from your heart right up to the cosmic heart, which opens wide to you. Breathe soft, warm pink light into your aura. Notice how you transcend your emotions as the rose pink dragons stay close to you and light you up. So yeah, we can call on help to heal and open and connect ourselves to higher dimensional beings and higher dimensional love. Sometimes when we've been highly traumatized by connections with other humans, the best way to start rehabilitating ourselves is to start connecting with higher dimensional beings, because they radiate such unconditional, pure love, that we can start to repattern what love feels like in our bodies. And that is an essential medicine for us to then be able to recognize when we are being truly loved by humans in our lives. It's a a repatterning experience, connecting with nature, connecting with guides, connecting with whatever you personally are drawn to. Doesn't have to be dragons. I just happen to really love dragons. So yeah, let's take a look at your final cards, and we'll close off your reading. So we're going to take some cards from the Secret Language of Light. Okay. Okay, so I feel like your final message, oh gosh, let me get it in the frame here. These final cards are your advice, which is to focus on nourishing yourself, connecting into what lights you up, what makes you passionate, what inspires you, who inspires you, and find ways to let your light naturally shine out of you, from your heart. And that's going to bring towards you people that connect with you on a deep level. So nourishing yourself, releasing, healing old hurts, and giving yourself space to heal, cleansing your energy field, and really focusing on passions and what lights you up, and what your soul connects with, is going to be your steps towards deepening your personal relationships. So I hope this was helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. As always, it was an honor to read your cards. And remember, I have personal readings available. So I will see you in the next video. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile 2. Let's dive into your reading, all about how to deepen your connections with others. So your first card, we have Alabaster Tablet of Layla. We have Deer of Delta, which when I did this reading for myself, this card came out. So I'm not terribly surprised to see it again. Seraph of 963 Hertz. The seraph is just another name for angels. Is there a specific kind of angel? So let's look at your dragon oracle. We have Lilac Fire Dragon, transmutes through power of divine love. Open up to transcendent love, enlightenment, purity of heart, brings peace, hope, and joy. We have Magenta Dragon, enables you, candle went out. Enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom, awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding, prepare for accelerated ascension. And we have Rose Pink Dragon, prepares your heart to connect with higher facets of the cosmic heart, Open your heart to warm-hearted love and diamond light. Connect with love of the universe. And this card came out for pile 1. And again, we have more pink dragons showing up and green dragons. What a shock, right? Pink and green. Heart energy. Earth and water dragon creates the foundation for new growth. A fresh start is coming with new opportunities. Nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. And finally, we have black dragon cocoons you so that your divine potential grows. Meditate, reflect, undergo a metamorphosis. So I'm going to pull from the Secret Language of Light towards the end here for final messages, but we'll start with these. So what's coming forward firstly for me for this pile is a very soft and gentle energy. There's a real focus towards bringing forward this kind of more feminine energy of softness, gentleness. And we're going to read the Deer of Delta because I think it's going to say it better than I can paraphrase. So we'll look at that. And but before we do, we'll look at Alabaster Tablet. It says, you are remembering at a soul level. You are tapping into greater awareness and understanding of your highest life purpose. And it shall become even clearer to you. It may even evoke unsettling change within you, but that change is necessary for a new way to manifest. You are protected and guided at all times, especially when you feel uncertain about your course. You are truly loved. Layla is a reminder that there is a place only the feminine can fill. If we attempt to live our lives skewed towards the masculine, we will miss out. There is a great value in masculine tendencies towards exploration, adventure, progress, and development. However, the feminine tendencies towards compassion, acceptance, kindness, and mercy are a balancing necessity. For humanity to survive, these dual wisdoms need to find balance and integrate into mature expression in every human heart. The appearance of Layla in the reading suggests a feminine must lead at this time. Allow the way to be shown rather than directing a path based on your current perspective. Allow the way to be shown rather than directing a path. So, yeah, very feminine, very, very feminine energy, as well as with the deer. And Deer says, without any force, you can overcome even extreme negativities. Your real nature is gentle, which is powerful in its own unique way. You do not need to become something you are not. You can confidently and effectively invoke spiritual protection from the light. You can never be dominated or bullied at a spiritual level because the real you is always empowered and protected in the light. Some things can only happen when we let go of the deepest inner level. Regenerative healing is one of them. Shamans of old understood that to obtain transformational awareness, one has to sever themselves from the world as one knows it, to unlearn what one once knew, to be reborn. In that rebirth, a new understanding of vitality, clarity, and purpose can emerge. So I feel like this pile is being called to unlearn some maybe patterns, and is being guided to remember your soul wisdom here. It talks about soul wisdom, and I believe this also talks about that, like there's some deeper inner wisdom that you have held within you about embodying this feminine energy towards kindness, compassion, gentleness, and this gentle, powerful strength. Again, it's bringing back to me a little bit about the last video that I did on boundaries. In order for us to be gentle and in our heart and open and vulnerable, we need to firstly have strong boundaries. So it's interesting, because it's talking about allowing ourselves to be spiritually protected and have a strong, gentle spiritual protection, and that is what's going to keep us safe while being vulnerable and open. There's a message here around trusting yourself and trusting the feelings that you have around certain people, and that's going to be, I feel like, an indication to you that these are people that are safe. I feel like you have some sort of soul wisdom about who's good for you, about who's safe for you. And if that's something that you struggle with, I feel like this card here says meditation, reflect. So spend some time reflecting and tuning in, tapping into any new person in your life to feel into if they are someone who resonates with you. But with this card, it says creates foundations for new growth. A fresh start is coming. So nurture your ideas and harvest the abundance. I feel like new people are going to be coming into your life if they're not already starting to come in. And these are divinely guided connections for you. So there's like trust in that, learning to trust in that, learning to relax into that, remembering people and your purpose and how it feels to be loved on a soul level is going to help you open up more and feel more connected and feel safe to be vulnerable and intimate with people. Connecting in with joy, connecting in with your heart. And the first pile also had that message about connecting into things that bring you joy and happiness and bring out that inner child energy within you is naturally magnetic, naturally attractive to people that you will be able to resonate with deeply and connect with deeply, because you're kind of being your best self, being the most soul connected, embodied, and that's going to ensure that the kind of people that you're around or gravitating towards are also on that same kind of energy wavelength with you. So what else? I feel like there's a message about watering your connections, cocooning them, nurturing them, bringing in a lot of softness, a lot of patience with potential new relationships, that they can start to transform. And there's a message here about relationships you have the opportunity that you currently have or are going to be having soon, or have the potential to really transform into really deep connections, into really deep relationships and experiences with a little bit of patience, gentleness, and softness. So really beautiful message, guys. Let's look at your final cards. I'm sorry, that was jostle you. Oh dear. Okay, so let's look at your language, secret language of light, final messages from your spirit guides and higher self, the universe. joy. Let go. Got 2. Expansion. Can you see them? Oh, okay. And ask your soul. So again, another repeating message about your soul knows. Your soul is like, you have like the soul wisdom here that they're kind of hinting at you to really tap into about who in your life is going to be a good candidate for deeper connection. Of course, another repeating message here around joy and connecting into your joy and the purity of that. There's a purity in joy. There's a purity in that inner child exuberance for life and love and beauty. Our inner children, like I told Pile 1, our inner children are much better at being vulnerable and open and being connected to their heart and knowing, naturally letting themselves be gravitated to people that they resonate with. So I feel like that's an important message for you guys. You know, if your heart is calling you towards a certain person, it's time to trust that. It's time to trust that impulse. I feel like with letting go here, it's letting go of expectations, of course, and trusting. Trusting your intuition, trusting your higher self, trusting your soul knowledge to lead you in the right direction, and having some faith in the universe, that some good faith that these next people in your life are of a higher level, higher dimension of consciousness, and you know, you've worked on yourself. So these people are not going to be repeating old patterns of maybe these old blocks that you've been having with regards to connecting deeply. So this last card, which is 44, which is the Merkaba, which is about activating your light body. So you might want to look into meditations and practices that help you activate your Merkaba light body. I personally know that there are some out there on YouTube, so you can Google that and look into that some more. It's interesting that that's a message coming through, but I feel like that's just a natural that's just naturally like how you're going to feel safe to deepen into your connections, is to have this. It's kind of like a protective field, really, if I think about it. So it kind of keeps out lower energies. So but in a very gentle, loving way. You know, we're not being aggressive. We're not having to like just tell people to get out of our lives or something. It's not like that. We're just naturally sort of radiating in this field of higher level connections. So you might want to look into that. That seems to be the guidance. I hope this was helpful. This is all I'm seeing for you today. Thank you for joining me, of course. As always, it was an honor to read your cards. And a quick reminder that I do have personal readings available on my Etsy shop if you're interested. And I will see you in the next one. All right, bye, guys. Hello, beautiful Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. All right, well, let's just, we'll jump into these cards. Sorry, I need a sip of water there. We'll take a look at your cards and we'll get into the messages, and then I will pull from the Secret Language of Light for final guidance. Okay, at the end. So we have your first card, Telepathy of Terra Matter. We have Mandala of the Heart, 528 hertz. And we have Beta of Spirit Wolf. And then for your dragons, you have Source Dragon, attunes you to the infinite. It's got a little symbol on his third eye. Be still, be in silence. Magic can happen, be in the moment. Royal Blue and Gold Dragon strengthens you to stand in your power with wisdom. Awaken your own majesty, wear your cloak of power with pride. And we have Magenta Dragon, enables you to bring forward your soul wisdom. Awaken your soul memories and higher spiritual understanding. Prepare for accelerated ascension. And this card came out in pile 2. We keep getting a similar guy, and this is substantial. The chances we get repeat cards always astounds me, but we got lots of repeating pink dragons. So right away I'm sort of feeling like this pile maybe has a little bit more struggle with connection than the other 2 piles might. I feel like maybe you guys are still in a bit of a state of blockage with deepening connections, or having any connections, solid connections. I feel that these cards are really kind of telling me that you're going through a process right now of deep healing and deep rest and reflection, and it's a process of strengthening you and giving you experiences you need to learn really good discernment with who is a good match for your being in your life or not, with standing in your power. And this wolf, there's I feel that there's a process happening with you that's a fortifying process that may not feel terribly comfortable at the moment, and you may be spending more time alone than you would like to, but the advice here and the message that's coming through is that this is kind of a necessary period, that if you can just hopefully stay with it and be in the moment and not resist it too much, if we can learn just to surrender into the experiences that are happening at the moment, then it will pass more easily and more quickly, because you do have this card that says that prepare for accelerated ascension. So I don't want to discourage you guys. It is, things are going to be changing quickly for you in the near future. So change is definitely coming. All right. So this card, Telepathy of Terra Matter. Let's look at it real quickly. The pathway for your spiritual fulfillment and the sacred manifestation of your purpose is not necessarily logical and will evolve organically. The skillful and unpredictable workings of Mother Earth are supporting your soul journey unconditionally. Following up on inspired ideas and allowing for unexpected shifts in direction are integral to manifestation of your soul purpose. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart, even if it seems improbable or unattainable. it will manifest successfully. So first thing that's coming through is like you may have some experience with like some transient people in your life. Things are shifting. It says allow for unexpected shifts in directions. So these are experiences leading you like breadcrumbs towards what you're in at you, your manifestation of what your soul actually wants and your soul purpose. Commit to an idea that feels good to your heart. So there's definitely a message here about connecting into your heart, connecting with what makes you feel passionate, and people that make you feel passionate, causes, your soul, the thing that drives your soul. These are going to lead you to deeper connections in the future. The 528 hertz is the frequency of love. So this pile actually may benefit from using that frequency. If you find it on YouTube, if you Google it, you can also go and find that there's, you can buy the tuning fork for it, which is probably anywhere like Amazon or some crystal healing shops or something. I'm sure you can locate one if that sounds particularly like good to you. For sound healing can be very powerful. So yeah, it says we can learn to feel held in a unity consciousness, understanding that we have our own special role in the greater scheme of things. This will likely involve a process of healing past wounds of abandonment, neglect, and betrayal. Such healing allows us to gently cleanse the heart and settle into life with more trust and peace. So there was a huge focus for pile 1 about that, cleansing the heart. I feel like you guys in this pile may be really working on healing abandonment and neglect and betrayal wounds. My heart really goes out to you because I have been going through this process as well, and it really does do a number on our ability to feel safe in connecting with new people in our lives, or new partnerships, community, when we feel we've chronically been let down and abandoned and left out in the cold. It can really be difficult to open up and feel safe doing so. So I commend you for being on this journey of healing. It's not an easy process, but like I said, I feel like there is a message here about it's shifting, and changes are accelerated. Changes are going to be happening for you, and that this process is actually strengthening you to stand in your power, stand in your truth, be connected to your innate wisdom, right? There's something about being a little bit clairaudient, or not clairaudient, clairvoyant, being able to see into the future. There's an attunement happening for you. If you can sort of rest into this energy, call upon these dragons. A lot of these cards, if you're called to, of course, but these cards definitely say that this help is available to you. And I think that's why this deck really wanted to come out today. So what else did I want to say here? Oh yes, so there was this message about learning your place in the greater whole and figuring out this unity consciousness and that they talked about. So that can help you settle into your tribe when you know your mission and your soul purpose, and sort of like the puzzle piece that you are and how you fit. So learning your piece you and your purpose and your role in the greater scheme of things, in the greater universe. On here, on Terra Matter, Mother. It's talking about Earth. It's talking about Mother Earth. So, being connected to Mother Earth and your purpose here on planet Earth is actually going to help you. And you might, like I said, might be experiencing somewhat of a period where you're not very connected to people. You don't have as many people in your life. You don't have as much depth with others, or sort of a sense of like maybe people are a little bit more transient. But this is definitely a period of teaching you and giving you the opportunity to really connect into higher guidance, your higher self, and be solid in that. And you're being protected, you're being guided for sure. You're learning, I feel like it's telling me that you are learning discernment and listening to your instincts when it comes to people who are safe for you to be close with. This is the lessons that you're learning right now. So discernment is a really big one. You're learning how to be discerning with and honing your psychic senses with regards to that. So let's look at Beta Spirit Wolf really fast and see what comes through there. It's 23. Okay. Says, give yourself enough rest. Only then will you be able to ground yourself enough to cultivate focus and motivation to fulfill your path. You will find a way through any tricky situation as you tune into your instincts and trust your own timing. From times of change and uncertainty comes confidence, love, and resilience. Embrace transition, commit to your tasks, and stay focused but flexible in your approach. You have the skill to intuitively handle any issue. Yeah, there you go. There's more confirmation around your growing intuition, psychic ability to see into the future, to see potentials with people, potentials for heart connections with people, and some people that maybe you don't have to keep up a super strong facade around. You don't have to keep your walls up around, I think it's important to remember, like, if we are, at least to question and honor, first honor, then maybe gently question when a wall comes up, or we feel a wall with someone, that it's possibly a valid wall. I learned that in my last relationship, with someone who was in the spiritual community and was very well versed in spiritual information, and was trying to convince me that it was just my walls and I needed to learn to let them down, and they were from past experiences. Come to find out, there was very good reasons why my inner children were putting up blocks. This person was not intentionally necessarily being deceitful, but wasn't fully connected to the truth of where they were with regards to commitment to the relationship. And so my inner children, and my my body was definitely telling me the truth in that situation. And I wish I had been listening a little bit more, but that experience definitely grounded me deeply into the knowledge that I can trust my body, and that my body is not betraying me. And it's giving me very valuable and valid feedback about the safety of certain individuals, or my safety around certain individuals. People can use words to say anything they want and give you any kind of impression that they hope that you have. And it's very important that you listen to your body and listen to what your inner being is telling you. So that's my TED Talk for today on trusting your body and your intuition. Let's look at your final Secret Language of Light cards advice for you as we close out this reading today. Aw, that's so nice. So family. I love that. That makes me happy for you guys. Soul name. Interesting. I've never gotten that card from this deck. Soul name. Manifestation. Wow. Okay. Whew. This is cool. Let's look at these. I'm not familiar. I'm not that familiar with soul name. It's number 1. Unlock the mysteries of your soul. You're about to receive the name of your soul. Your soul name acts as a link between your inner and outer worlds, enabling you to merge authentic wisdom into your everyday experiences and create a life from your heart. You placed your soul name in your heart before you were born. As you explore your inner world and open your heart, you will discover the name of your beautiful essence. You are ready to awaken your heart and know its absolute fullness. You are safe to discover, connect, and receive. Your dreams and desires will be realized with an open heart. Ask for and be open to receiving the name of your soul. It may arrive in a way that you don't expect, but when it comes, you will know it is authentic by the way that it feels. Liberate your heart and soul, and you are worth it. So yeah, it's I feel like this pile is definitely on an inward journey at the moment, but there is a purpose. There's a higher purpose. There's a beautiful, loving intention for this particular time and place, for you to go inward, for you to discover your soul essence, who you truly are, so you can shine that out and you can be a magnet to the right kinds of people and not have to have more painful experiences of connecting with people that aren't right for you, and then they leave, and then it's like, this repeat pattern of abandonment and trauma, that you don't want to be on this cycle anymore. And I know I don't. So this time of reflection and rest, like this card said, take the time to rest, is really going to accelerate you into a faster path. Even though it seems slow and it seems sluggish and it feels stagnant right now, it's actually going to catapult you forward towards your soul family more quickly than you realize. More quickly. With this manifestation, I feel like it's really telling us that you are in the process, whether you realize it or not, of cultivating your desires and your specific wishes and needs for your future soul family and future soul connections. Exactly what you'd like to feel, experience, know in this lifetime with regards to your intimate connections, how you want it to feel. I actually wrote this down for myself. My future is nothing like it has been before, and think about how love feels to me often. So I wrote down safe, calm, warm, solid, supportive, slow-moving, steady, playful, connected, attuned, caring, concerned, included, and prioritized. So I'm going to spend time every day thinking about those feelings, how I want my love and connection to feel, how I want intimacy to feel. So that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it resonated. And yeah, if you liked my style of reading, please check out my Etsy. I have personal readings available. So thank you for joining me again. As always, it was an honor to read your cards, and I'm so glad we could spend this time together. I will see you in the next one. All right, bye guys.